What's going on, guys? You are watching Modern JavaScript for Beginners Lesson 1, and in this video we're gonna take a look at for loops. Alright, let's say that you have to log hi to the console, okay? If it's just one time, like this one, let me type here, no problem, we have it here. But let's pretend that you have to do that 9 times. Maybe 900 times or 9,000 times, then we have a huge problem. You have to find a better way of doing this, okay? That's where for loops comes in. For loops is one of the best way of repeating code. Down below we have the syntax, okay? We have the keyword for, okay? And then we have the initialization expression and a condition, and if this condition is true, we are gonna run some code. But if you have just those two pieces in the parentheses, we can end up with an infinite loop because it never changes. So that's why we need the increment or step, okay? In this example, let's see how to print from 1 to 10. We start with the keyword for, and then we set the variable I to 1. We check if 1 is less than 11. It is, so we print 1 to the console. And we add one more at the end. Now I is equals to 2. We check is 2 less than 11? It is, so we print 2 to the console. And add one more. Now I is equals to 3. We check the condition, is 3 less than 11? It is, so we print it. Alright, now it's time to learn by doing. Okay, let's see our example in real life. Okay, the keyword for, and let's initialize I equals to 1. Let's also have our condition. As long as I is less than 11 and I++. And we have here the curly braces where we're gonna run some code. In our case, console.log. Okay, the console.log I, we're gonna print from 1 to 10. Okay, here it is, we have the results, and yeah, as you can see, it works amazing. But let's see how it really works. Okay, first of all, we initialize our I to 1. Okay, that was the first thing. Then we check our condition. Is 1 less than 11? It's true. Log I to the console and add one more because of I++. Now I is equals to 2. Okay, we change it. And let's check again our condition. Is 2 less than 11? This is still true. So log I to the console and add one more because of I++. Now I is equals to 3, okay? Is 3 less than 11? Our condition here again, true, okay, so log I to the console. Alright. Now let's go to a more interesting part, okay? Let's come close to the end. When I is equals to 10, we're gonna check our condition again to see if 10 is less than 11. And that's still true, okay? So we log I to the console. But you have the I++. This is the last time, okay? Let me show you why. Now I is equals to 11. Let's check our condition. Is 11 less than 11? No, it's not. It's false. So we exit the loop, we break the loop, and you go to the next line if you have one, okay? Yeah, it's a little bit confused at the beginning, but give it some time and practice and you're gonna love it. Let's use a more practical example here, okay? Let's create an array and populate it with some names, okay? Robson, Mario, and John, okay? Simple, just to illustrate to you, okay? And let's iterate through this using for loops, okay? For let I equal 0. 0 is the 0 index. Here is the same as Robson in the list, while I is less than names dot length. As you can see, the length here is 3. We have just 3 names in our array. And the last part of it, the last piece in the parentheses, is I++. Let me show you here the names and show the length. It's really 3, okay? It's quite simple. Let's have our curly braces here and have some code here. Console.log names of I in square brackets. Visually, you can see, understand here that 0 is Robson. We start counting, start by 0, add one more, then we have Mario. Check is still less than 3, so we have one more, is John, okay? Let me print it here. Yeah, Robson, Mario, and John. We iterate through the array. It was easy and nice to do instead of all those repetition. Let me change here and put 3, okay? Because we know there's 3 names in here. Our array is just 3. I save that, and as you can see, it's working. But there is a problem. I'm gonna add one more person here, Allison, okay? And it's not showing up. Why? Because now our array length is 4, okay? If we don't know how big the array is or database is, you can use .length. I put the length here, and now Allison is back, okay? Let me comment this out here and show you a boring, repetitive, and not professional way of doing this. Because let's imagine that you have one list that has 1 million of users. Okay, you cannot type 1 million, okay? Console.log names, let me square brackets here, 0. And the first one is gonna give me Robson, okay? Let me duplicate this one. And let's access the index of 1 and the index of 2. We have Mario. Okay, I show you both the right way and the wrong way of doing this. This was for loops, okay? I know, JavaScript is just amazing. I hope you learn a lot about our for loops. We have much more to cover. Our next video, we're gonna have videos every Thursday. It's gonna be about while loops, okay? And don't forget that the best way of you learn is by doing. So try to do different examples, different type of arrays, and try to go further by yourself. And it's very fun. Bye, see you in the next video.